Hi, if you're a Scorpio born October 23rd to November 21st, what can you expect for the month of June 2019? Let's dial in and find out. So Scorpios, I see you very focused on finishing a project. I see you just really concentrating on getting things together and making things happen. This could be anything from, creating a baby, expecting a baby, picking the right times on the calendar, when you're going to be fertile, to actually giving birth, to building a business or selling a business, to, having to take care of a loved one and to be able to, manage their medication and what they need. So but it's very focused and it's very much hopeful and intentional, this energy. So it's good. It's a good energy. I'm excited about it, but I'm very focused on it. I'm very I'm going to make this happen but in a good way, not in a heavy way. All right, let's look at relationships for you. For those of you that are in a coupled relationship, what's in store for you Scorpios for June? So you're going to have to carve out time for yourself. I feel like you're having a lot of fun with your partner, but I feel like it can be exhausting if you don't take time for you. And it could be that you or your partner are guilty, or both of you are guilty of overscheduling yourself. And I just see you having so much to do, so many people, so many friends, so much work, that it's like, when is there time for me? So you want to make sure that you're scheduling time for yourself, because otherwise it just feels like this month gets away from you and is really busy. So making time for yourself, and because you as a couple are so busy, that's going to be key to your relationship this month, is doing things together, scheduling time quietly, and also scheduling time individually for yourselves, so you have enough energy to give to each other too. But it feels happy. It feels like it's a really good time. It just reminds me of weddings and enjoyment and babies and all those, when we think of the spring, all those, new homes, changes, all those positive and joyful things happening for you. So it's a very fresh, new, joyful energy happening in your relationship. Okay, let's look at single individuals who are interested in creating a romantic relationship. What can you expect for June? So right away, you need to be able to identify what it is you want, what it is you want in a partner, and what exactly you're looking for, so that you don't spend a lot of time with the wrong kind of person. Because this is one of those months where your time could really get eaten up fast, because you're so engrossed in what somebody else is doing, or you're enthralled with them, or just like, wow, and before you know it, it's like, wow, I just spent 3 days with this person and we're not at all compatible, right? But I had a good time. So it's kind of like just knowing who you're interacting with, because you can really get swept up in the moment and just having fun. And then all of a sudden you come out of it weeks later going, what was I thinking? I was in a time warp. It was a good time, but there's certainly not a relationship opportunity there. So if you're really looking for a relationship, just notice who you're spending your time with, and if you're on the same page. And then you can choose, because there's people in this energy field that aren't on the same page. They're just out for a good time. They're, out with a partner, in other words, they're already in a committed relationship, but, maybe they have an agreement in their relationship where they can, have an open relationship, right? And maybe you're monogamous and that doesn't work for you, or vice versa. You're somebody who has a partner, but you can have an open relationship, and you mess around or fool around or go have a good time with somebody who's in a monogamous relationship, and they end up getting hurt, right? Because they don't know this about you. So you just want to be aware of who you're spending time with. So one, there's no blowback, and two, you can really have a good time with a purpose. In other words, this isn't going to be a bummer when I get done with this. This isn't going to, take me down or make me feel bad because I was with somebody that, we're not on the same page with. So just be aware who you're associating with and who you're having fun with, because this is a really fun month energetically. It's lighthearted and creative, and there's just a lot of this kind of festive energy around, right? So I want to just make sure that you're taking care of you and serving yourself. And absolutely there's room for relationship here as long as you're in alignment with the person that you're enjoying. Okay, let's look at money and career for Scorpios for this month. I feel like you've got just a channel of money that's consistent. It's coming in, it's solid. I don't feel any worry about it. I just feel like it's coming in and it's solid. There may be small projects or situations that burn up your cash that you may have to try and figure out. It's not quite working. I'm spending too much too soon. There could also be overruns in any projects you're working with, especially around home-related projects, or even vehicles that might need repair or replaced. I'm just seeing material things kind of eating up your wealth this month. So there is a potential to overspend or to have things break down that you need to have replaced or repaired. So it feels like there's a little bit more spending than normal on those types of things. On the flip side, I also feel like money coming in and surprise money coming in, unexpected opportunities coming in that feel really good and that are financially bountiful for you. So that's good too. Those opportunities feel like they come in towards the end of the month. They may be a little bit of pain in the ass because you may have to travel or you may have to go here, but I also feel it is worth the money for the trip, for whatever it is, or whatever they're asking you to do. It does feel like it's a big payday, but it does feel like it's a little bit of pain in the ass, but it does feel like it's worth it. We have a full moon June 17th in Sagittarius and June 21st, the summer solstice. So it does feel like that money may be around that time period coming in or right afterwards. The summer solstice is always a great time to plant seeds and good ideas for your intentions of what you want the next couple of months to look like, and to be able to do some sort of ritual or ceremony or meditation, at least to be able to tap in that energy and plant seeds of where you're going, what you want. And then it's always important to feel it. So the more you can connect to it, like, oh yeah, that feels so good to have that product launched, or it feels so good to have my company sold, or it feels so good to have my house purchased, right? So the more that you can make whatever the request is a feeling in your body, the stronger it is to pull it into manifesting it here in the physical. Okay, let's look at your health for this month for Scorpios. So I feel like throat is a big thing, voice is a big thing. So this is a month where you'll be heard, or you also have to be a little bit careful, loose lips sink ships, as they say. So it may be that this is a month where everything is carefree and easy. It's easy to drink too much. It's easy to eat too much. It's easy to kind of let the boundary slip and sleep with the wrong person. It's one of those months where we can just slip so easily into doing the wrong thing, which includes spilling the beans or saying something inappropriate or, just something that we later regret or we're embarrassed about. So just be careful, because I feel like you want to be cautious about being overly opinionated. You want to be cautious about saying or telling too much about somebody else's story that's not your story to tell. It feels like it could just come back to haunt you or bite you. So just be careful with your words this month and how much you're saying, and also your actions, because I'm feeling like the blinds the boundary gets blurred, right? So it's very easy to slide into a behavior that's not normally like you. Okay, let's see if there's any other kind of health things that we need to be able to look out for Scorpio. I feel like you're getting a better sense of your health. Sinuses are coming up with pressure. and also being tired. Two things this month that I think that you can actually have more opportunity to rest, take better care of yourself. The sinuses can be connected to both, not being lovable, not loving yourself. So you may want to look at some self-love. There's also, I'm feeling like it could also have to do with things that didn't work out, being stabbed in the back, like I'm getting these little electrical connections. This doesn't feel new to me. This feels old. So it feels like it's old health-related energies that are coming up to be cleared. So that's a good thing. The biggest thing here is to take care of yourself and get rest. And I feel like the rest is going to help cure anything else that's going on for you, as well as doing emotional clearing work for yourself. That's going to help too. All right, let's see if there's any surprises for you Scorpios for this month. Well, some of you may have surprise pregnancies. Like, wow, I wasn't planning on getting pregnant this soon after my last baby, but I guess we are, like that sort of thing. Or even, not even trying to get pregnant and getting pregnant for the first time. I just see pregnancy. It could also be suddenly you're starting a new company. It could be also like a birthing a new company, birthing a new you. You find out maybe suddenly that you're really good at something and somebody sees it and they hire you on the spot or as a partnership. So I see these surprise new beginnings happening for you. And this could also be a precursor to next month's, we have the eclipses next month, which really open and signify new beginnings and endings. And so that's a really big thing. So it could be a precursor to that, right? New career or new baby or new marriage. But those are the surprises. It feels like you weren't quite ready for it. And like, here it is. All right, you guys, have a wonderful month. It feels really lighthearted and carefree overall. And I see you really focused on getting what you want. Family feels very important this month. And it feels like you really can be heard this month if you're willing to speak up and say what's there. But just be careful around boundaries and when you say things, because there's a slippery slope in your actions and when you say something and do something. So be very careful this month in terms of like drinking too much or eating too much or saying too much, because it can go to hell in a handbasket really fast. All right, you guys, have an amazing month. Thank you so much for watching and viewing my intuitive astrology. If you like it, please click like, share it with a friend, comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.